As we continue our roundup of 2014, we look at the youngsters who caused a stir on the ATP World Tour over the past 12 months. Kei Nishikori is the poster boy of Asian tennis, and at the age of 24, and with the guidance of Michael Chang, has recorded his best season to date. The Japanese number one became the first man to win back-to-back titles in Memphis since Tommy Haas in 2006 and 2007. More records were broken when he became the first Japanese man in the Open era to win a title on clay, when he won the trophy in Barcelona. Nishikori made his first ATP World Tour Masters 1000 final in Madrid, guaranteeing him to be the first Japanese man to crack the top 10 of the Emirates ATP rankings. More titles followed in Kuala Lumpur and an emotional victory in Tokyo. But the 23-year-old's headline moment was at Flushing Meadows, as he became the first Asian male to contest a Grand Slam final, losing out to Marin Cilic. The year finished on a high note, with the first qualification for the Barclays ATP World Tour Finals, as Kei made it all the way to the semi-finals with victories over Andy Murray and David Ferrer. If Nishikori made history for Japan in 2014, Milos Raonic did the same for Canada. In July, the 23-year-old made his first Grand Slam quarter-final at Wimbledon, before collecting a sixth career title at the City Open in Washington, which helped him clinch the Emirates Airline US Open Series Bonus Challenge title. A strong post-Flushing Meadows run saw Raonic reach the ATP Masters 1000 final in Paris, and saw the Canadian qualify for the Barclays ATP World Tour Finals for the first time. Grigor Dimitrov had his most successful season on the ATP World Tour to date. It began in style, reaching his first Grand Slam quarter-final in Melbourne, before he won the biggest title of his career in Acapulco, becoming the second man born in the 1990s to win multiple career titles after Raonic. Dimitrov won his third career title in Bucharest without dropping a set, and followed that win with a first title on grass at Queen's Club, before building on his Grand Slam performance in Australia with a semi-final appearance at Wimbledon. Dimitrov finished the year ranked at number 11 in the world, narrowly missing out on a place at the O2. 2014 was a huge year for David Goffin. The 24-year-old Belgian came back from injury to rack up a 20-match winning streak, which saw him clinch 3 challenger titles in a row before claiming his first ATP World Tour title in Kitzbühel. Goffin followed that up with victory in Metz in September. The achievement helped him win the ATP World Tour Comeback Player of the Year, presented by Moet and Chandon, at the O2 in November. Austria's Dominic Thiem announced himself on the world stage in 2014 as he became the youngest player to beat a top 3 opponent since Juan Martín del Potro in 2009, seeing off Australian Open champion Stan Wawrinka at the Mutua Madrid Open. Thiem made his first ATP World Tour level final in front of a home crowd in Kitzbühel, as he finished the season the youngest player in the world's top 50. With one famous win at Wimbledon, Nick Kyrgios broke all sorts of records. In defeating world number 1 Rafael Nadal, the 19-year-old Aussie became the lowest-ranked player to reach the Wimbledon quarter-finals since 2011. The first wildcard to reach the Wimbledon quarter-finals on debut since 2004, and the first teenager to beat a world number 1 at a Grand Slam since 2005. This year, the youngest player to finish in the top 100 was Borna Coric. After breaking through at Umag, reaching the quarter-finals, the Croatian won his first ATP Challenger title in Izmir. Then came a famous win against world number 3 Rafael Nadal in Basel, en route to the semi-finals. That saw him crack the top 100 for the first time. Coric was also the recipient of the Emirates ATP Star of Tomorrow award. 22-year-old American Jack Sock finished the year in the world's top 50, having reached the semi-finals in Newport. But his greatest success came with Vasek Pospisil at Wimbledon, where the pair stunned everyone, defeating the Bryan brothers to claim their maiden Grand Slam title. 21-year-old Jiri Vesely made his first ATP World Tour semi-final in Dusseldorf, in a year that saw the Czech consolidate his place in the top 100. 17-year-old German Alexander Zverev made waves in Hamburg this year, 2 weeks after winning his first ATP Challenger Tour title in Braunschweig. Zverev defeated players ranked more than 200 places above him, en route to being the youngest semi-finalist of an ATP World Tour 500 event ever. Spain's Pablo Carreño Busta recorded his highest ranking of 50 in 2014, a year which saw the 23-year-old make the quarter-finals in Valencia. Australia's Bernard Tomic won his first title for more than a year with victory in Bogota in July, after undergoing double hip surgery in January. The 22-year-old became the third player outside the world's top 100 to win a title in 2014. It's been an impressive year by the game's young guns, and 2015 looks set to provide more breakthrough performances and improvements by tennis's stars of tomorrow.